Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Going to the running game. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got his man downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drops back. It's Scalandria. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Making the adjustment on the play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, that kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Breaks into the open. The 50. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the right. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he's out of bounds here on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's Black. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Showing off the arm. Got the first down. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Hits inside. It's Nelson. He's got the first down. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Husker. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw. It's Childs. It's complete to the right.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Look out! Trying to make something happen. Finds the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Sees some running room. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Inside the touchdown, Nebraska. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Runs through the tackle. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run him again. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short to take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Turns it upfield. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Press center downs going to the air. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
To the air, it's Childs. He's going to throw deep right side. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Hokies engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Rides to the back.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Moving the pocket, it's Childs. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the lone running back. Hey, put the brakes on it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Barney. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Wow, nice job by the receiver getting out of his break, working toward the sideline, and then equally good placement with the football by the quarterback, putting it where only his guy can make the catch. You really cannot execute that out route any better.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Right side, it's Nelson. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Nelson. There's a crease. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
From deep, it's Grove. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
And a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the second time there.
They'll run it. Here's a little room there. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Turning it on. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Pull to the ground.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a crease. Bust through behind his pad. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here's some daylight. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Maybe some room here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he's in. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Got enough for the first down. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snap count. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the counter. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like
going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and then come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple of games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Breaks the tackle. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Can't get him to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounds with that play call.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quick give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a third down.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
One more play to pad the stats. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.